Okay. All right, so we are moving on today, and we are going to talk about some different kinds of fractions. I know that in 3rd and 4th grade, you guys learned about fractions. You know what a denominator is, the top number. You know that the denominator is the bottom number, the numerator is the top number. You maybe even are confident and comfortable with the difference between these two, an improper fraction and a mixed number. Yes? No? Maybe? Okay, today we're going to focus on improper fractions. Improper means they look funny. They don't look right. The top number is bigger than the bottom number. The word improper means not like it should be. Kind of like if you wore messy hair and all your dirty paint clothes to church. That would be improper, right? Most of the time we dress in clean, nice clothes for church. So improper means it's not right. It looks funny. It's out of place. So we're going to focus on improper fractions today, and we're going to try to make them into mixed numbers. A mixed number is a big whole number with a fraction next to it. It means that amount plus a little bit extra. So our question of the day is, how are mixed numbers and improper fractions related? So this kid has some tiles that he's going to use for a project. And 9 tiles make up a whole square. Okay? So all together, can you tell me how many tiles he has? How many tiles? Will? 20 of them. 20 over 9, right? Because there are 9 in each one. Well, what if I change that and I made it into a mixed number? How many total full ones does he have? He has 2 full ones. This guy here and this guy here. Okay? What's the fraction that would go with that? This one isn't whole. It's part of a whole. Dathan? So he has 2 2/9 of tiles. So we're going to figure out how to do that. We're going to focus on what we do to change that process. So we mentioned today that, oh, this didn't work for me. I do not know why my pen isn't working. On the side of the board, know what? I'm going to go right here. We're going to take 20 over 9, and we're going to write it just like it was in that problem. That bar stands for divide. So we're going to make a problem that looks like this. 20 divided by 9. Easy division, right? How many 9s are in 20? Shout it out. 2. 2 times 9 is, when we subtract, we get, and that's our remainder, right? Well, what we do is we take that answer and we make it into a mixed number. We start with the 2. This is our big number. This is the top of our fraction. This is the bottom of our fraction. We kind of wind it all the way around. So 2 2/9. We use this number, and this number. 2 2/9. Okay? Let's go back to where we were. 20 over 9. Let's see if that turned out to make 2 2/9. There we go. 2 2/9 it was. Let's actually try a couple of those. 25 over 6. What will my division problem be? Sam? It sure would. 25 divided by 6. How many 6s are there in 25? Dathan? There are 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Let's subtract. Okay, so there's our answer. How can we take this and put it in mixed number form? Sorry about this, guys. There we go. Okay, let's take that problem and put it into a mixed number. We have our answer now. Big number is what, Dathan?
4.
Yep. The top or numerator of our fraction is?
1.
And the denominator?
6.
The denominator always is the same thing. So 4, 1, 6, right there. 4 and 1, 6. There's our answer. Let's do another one. 14 divided by 3 is our division problem. Who can talk me through this? Sarah? How many 3's are in 14?
4.
4. 4 times 3 is?
12.
My remainder is?
2.
Okay. How do I write that as the answer now? Natasha? Big number? Top of my fraction? Bottom of my fraction. There it is. That's what we're doing today. Are you guys ready to try these?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to open up your iPad, go to Kid Doodle or something like that. All right. Everybody writes down the initial improper fraction. Everybody writes down the division problem. And everybody writes down the answer. As we practice, you may get so good at this that you recognize the fact that you can do a lot of this in your head, and that's okay with me. But as we start, I'd like you to show the work and do the process. So let's start with this one. (37/5). What will the division problem be, Kaden? Everybody should be writing this. How many 5's go into 37, Kaden? 7 of them. 7 times 5 is, when I subtract, I get what for a remainder? Okay, now we're not done. We have to take this answer and put it into mixed number form. The big number is what, Cole?
7.
Numerator is?
2.
Denominator is 5. Good work. There it is. This is the same thing as this. They are equal to each other. Okay, they are equal to each other. In some ways, this number, 7 2/5, is easier to work with. But in other ways, this one, 37/5, may be easier to work with. We're going to learn about that as we move on with fractions. Okay, clear your screen. Let's do another example. Question?
I know how you get that number. You do your 5 times 7 and then add your remainder.
Okay. Let's try. (44/8). Who would like to talk me through this? Natasha, what would be my math problem? Okay, which is what? 5. Good work. What is our remainder then? Good. Can you tell me what the mixed number is now that goes with this? 5 4/8. That's beautiful. Does anybody in this room know that 5 4/8 means something else? What does it mean, Sarah?
A half.
It does. 5 4/8 means 5 1/2. We're going to learn how to take fractions like 4/8 and simplify them. That means make them easier to work with later on this week or early next week. Okay, let's try another one. I will get you going as I end this. And then I'm going to teach you a new app. I want to see on this next one if there's any way you can do it in your head. Are you ready?